I'm not gonna lie, most of the Europa League matches that are now, at least the up-and-coming ones, are lucky very interesting. And they are also very hard to predict. Like, for example, the first game, Alkmaar versus Elfsborg. I mean, it should lucky be an easy win for Alkmaar, especially in their home turf. Like, it legit should be like so easy for them. Elfsborg is, if I'm not mistaken, one of the worst technically teams of the whole tournament. But yeah, I haven't seen much of Alkmaar's games, so I couldn't tell you. But that's still probably I'm going to say that it's gonna be like a 2-0, maybe 3-0 win. So played it like over 1.5 goals, like easily. Bodo Glimt versus Porto. I mean, Porto has to win this game. Like they legit have to win this game because these are the easy points that every team needs. So I can see Porto, especially in their like first game of the fucking pretty much tournament. I can see them just completely destroying Bodo Glimt. Like I'm talking like a 4-0 or 0-4 actually, because like they're playing away. So yeah, probably Porto win. Now this is my favorite match. You know, guys, this is my team. PAOK is my team. So I'm biased. I'm biased as fuck. So I can't really talk about this game. I want to win, but I will be very satisfied with a draw. To be honest, Galatasaray spent so much money. They have an insane roster, like some insane players, and I was watching some videos and I was reading some stuff, and apparently Icardi might actually play in this game, which is interesting because we will see him. Great player. I'm hoping for either a win or a draw for us, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not going to predict anything on this game because like I'm biased as fuck. It's my team. Midland versus Hoffenheim. I mean, Hoffenheim is a better team. Hoffenheim is for sure a better team, but I can see Midland drawing this game or even winning. So this is a hard game to predict. I will have to go with Hoffenheim, but I would also not exclude it being a draw. I would more likely say that it's going to be a draw. Now, Man United versus Twente. I mean, Man United is going to obliterate them. To be fair, it's Man United. Like, you should never bet on Man United because it's Man United, right? It's Man United, you know. But their opponent is very, very weak. Like, and for a team that needs the points, considering they are one of the most favorites to win the whole tournament, I think Man United is probably going to obliterate them, especially in Old Trafford. It's gonna be a nightmare for Twente. Dynamo Kiev versus Lazio. I mean, what's Dynamo Kiev nowadays, bro? What are they up to? I'm pretty sure Lazio is just going to run through them. But I also wouldn't bet on this game. I mean, Lazio is the better team by far. Shakhtar Donetsk are not doing that well. God damn. Yeah, I don't know. Again, after the fucking war, these teams have been going downhill, which is obvious, right? They're not playing, they don't have that many fans, their fans can't support them, etc, etc. But still, it's a hard game to predict. I would say that you can play it over 1.5 goals. I think that's an easy thing to predict, but again, hard game. I would go with Lazio. Slavia Prague versus Ludogorets. I mean, Slavia Prague need the points. They are the better team. Even though Ludogorets has recently been playing very, very well, I'm still probably going to say that Slavia are going to win this game. This is one of the greatest matches of the day, by the way. Nice versus Real Sociedad. Both teams are very strong. A fucking French team who is realistically doing, I mean, they're doing decent in their first 5 games. 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Against whom? They lost to Marseille, they won, I guess, Saint Etienne. They lost to Marseille, they also lost to Ipswich. Damn. Okay. On the other hand, Real Sociedad in I mean, I wouldn't say a harder league, because I don't think the Spanish league is harder than the French league, but they are not doing so well. In 7 games, they've lost 4 times, they won once, and they have 2 draws. So I could see, even though Real Sociedad is technically the favorite one to win this game, I could still see them losing this game, especially playing not in their stadium. So yeah, this is a hard game to predict. But if I legit had to, I would probably go with Nice, I'm not gonna lie. Either a draw or Nice. Moving on, Anderlecht versus Fenerbahce. Again, hard game. I would love to go with Anderlecht, but they've not been doing that greatly recently. But still, I think it's an Anderlecht angle. In their own stadium, they need the points. And I think that they're not going to lose on the first game of the tournament for them. Fenerbahce versus Union. I mean, this is also a very hard game. Fenerbahce came through with a very strong win against Galatasaray the other day. So I can see them completely winning this game, especially in Turkey, in their home. And the fans are going to be very excited, you know. Very first game of the whole new tournament. I think Fenerbahce are probably going to either completely destroy them, or they're going to have a completely normal win, like a 1-0 or a 2-1 win. Or it's either going to be a 2-1, 1-0, or like a 4-0, like 4-1. Malmö versus Rangers. This is hard. This is a hard game. I think Rangers can completely destroy them. They are third, to be fair, with 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Whom did they lose against? Oh, Celtic. They lost to Celtic. Okay. Yeah, they did lose to Celtic. And whom did they draw against? They drew against... whom did they draw against? God damn, am I blind? Am I blind, chat? Oh, here, Hearts. Their first game against Hearts. Okay. I mean, Rangers should win this game. I've seen Malmö play a couple of games, and they are not that strong. I'm not gonna lie, they're not that strong. They got also very lucky on how they won 1 game to get to the Champions League playoffs. But anyway, we don't talk about that. Yeah, I think that they're going to get obliterated by Rangers. Maccabi Tel Aviv versus Braga. I mean, I think this is one of the easiest games. I think Braga are going to destroy Maccabi Tel Aviv. I think Maccabi the past like 3 years haven't had the greatest of matches, especially in Europe. Last year they lost Conference League round of 16, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they are that strong. Eintracht versus Victoria Plzen. We've seen Victoria Plzen have one of the strongest defenses the past 2 years, with them having one of the greatest runs in Conference League last year, where they got to the round of 8, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, Eintracht has also had a very strong presence in Europe. I think Eintracht can either win this game, or if Victoria Plzen, I don't think Victoria Plzen can win this game. If they are good enough, I think they can draw this game, or Eintracht is going to just win. I don't think there is any chances of us seeing Victoria Plzen winning this game. Now, this is probably the strongest game of the fucking day. Athletic Bilbao versus Roma. I mean, Roma is probably going to obliterate them, but I wouldn't underestimate them completely. I wouldn't underestimate the Spanish that much. They've not been going through the greatest of years, or have they? I mean, they are third, to be fair, in 7 matches with 4 wins. They have an extra match, so they're not actually third, but they have a decent 4 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Okay, but yet I still think that Roma is obliterating them. I'm not gonna lie, chat. But we could also be completely surprised. I'm not gonna lie, but by that outcome. Moving on, FKSB versus Riga. This is one of the most boring games in my opinion. It's also probably going to be one of the funnest games to watch, because these are one of the two of the least favorite teams to win. At least their rosters have the less amount of cash. So honestly, I could see it being a draw. I could see either team winning. Probably FKSB want to win this game way more because it's in their home turf. So I probably would I would bet for like a goal. I think goal is the easiest bet. Ajax versus Besiktas. Again, the third Turkish team versus Ajax. I mean, Ajax have been very, very strong the past few years in Europe. I think Ajax are going to win this game easily. Tottenham versus Karabakh. I mean, again, Tottenham, they must win this game. They're probably going to win this game. Karabakh, strong team. I'm not gonna lie, very strong team, especially the few past years. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see them winning this game. And the last game, Olympiacos versus Lyon. Olympiacos won the conference here last season, so we know that they're standing on like heavy grounds, if that makes sense. Like they've had some very good outcomes last year in Europe, and they have been in European matches pretty much every season. Lyon, on the other hand, strong French team, not doing so well actually in the French league. They've lost 3 games out of 5 with 1 win and 1 draw. But I can see this game ending in a draw. Olympiacos is a team to be scared of, especially in Europe. They've been playing very well. And I can either see this being a draw. I can still see Olympiacos winning. I think the best option is either to play over 1.5 goals or again goal. I think both teams are going to score, or we are going to see at least 2 to 3 goals. But if I had to choose a team, I would probably choose... I mean, I want to choose Olympiacos because it's a Greek team, right? Olympiacos is a Greek team. I want to choose Olympiacos. And I'm going to. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. These rosters looks stacked, chat. These rosters look stacked, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we have some great games to look forward to. Some very great games to look forward to.